Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17 Season 3. It was a cold, late winter morning, 16 degrees out. Bitterly cold, but the skies are nice and bright blue. And the view this way seems a bit different. That and our money situation is a lot different. There were trees here. There were trees here too. I may have cut them all down. I have plans to dig this up. We're gonna plant a little bit of corn in here, match with this field. Just kind of, do our own thing with that. I do have one more load here of logs that I gotta ship out. And this one might be an issue, might not. We'll have to see. It's slippery in the snow, so it's a lot more difficult to travel around. So I've fast forwarded through most of the winter here, dealt with some snow on a couple occasions. I really haven't cleaned anything up because the snow hasn't been a detriment to what I've been doing. We cleaned up all the trees that I want to clean up over there. I cleaned up all these trees. We're gonna have to cut down all the stumps. I haven't done that yet because it does not produce wood chips because the snow's on the ground. It won't produce one type over another. Besides, if you think about it realistically, if you are chewing away stumps, you're not going to want to do it when it's frozen, when the ground's frozen, because you're going to have to dig into the ground a little bit. So we need to do it when it's not frozen out. So this is the corner that gets us every time. Oh, we made it that time. Try to let this guy through. I think we might have hit him. Oh, I missed. I gotta try to get as close to that as possible to make this work. And then we're home free. Nice. See, I've done this a few times. I figured out how to do it. This is a really big load of logs. We should be able to get 40,000 from it, I would think. Which is good because we need to spend some money today. I figured I should bring that in. Oh, the snow gets me. It's slippery. I have not taken one of these loads full here when the snow is as deep as it is. And unfortunately, if you look at the extended forecast here, it's basically doing what this winter was for us around here. So we want to undo that and tip it and watch the money roll in. So we were at 91. So it's actually 53,000. Nice. Yeah, the winter this year, we really didn't have much of a winter. There wasn't a lot of snow. It would snow every now and then, but then it would kind of melt and disappear, and there wasn't much to it. But then spring rolled around, and spring kind of flirted with us a little bit, like it shows in the temperatures there. Friday, Saturday, oh, we're getting into the 30s, we might melt some snow, and then we get hit with snow again. So obviously we're gonna have a late spring, which is really nice that we got a jump start last fall, plowing stuff up, fertilizing, so we won't have to dig up much. Well, at least not a large number of fields. We are going to have to dig up the big field, and we're going to have to fertilize the big field, but we won't be able to do any of that until the ground thaws out a bit, and it won't do that until the snow's gone. So we're going to have to do some waiting around here. Oop. Oh, I'm not going to make it through. Trailer is so hard to drive through these little streets here. Probably be happy when I'm not using it anymore. And I don't know how much we're gonna have to use it. Wow, something really weird's happening. Something's like torquing the tractor because I was like tipping up on two wheels, which this tractor usually never does. This trailer doesn't do it either. I might take these trees down still. Haven't decided yet. So actually, with that in mind, I'm going to leave the trailer sitting right there in case I want to. Probably should just turn around. We need to head back to the shop. I know we're not technically starting out at the shop, but yet we are kind of starting out at the shop. Oops. There's a couple of things I should probably purchase, but there's only one thing I'm going to purchase right now. And that's going to be a new mixer. I'd show you guys what I'm driving right now. We've been struggling a little bit here this winter, feeding all the animals. Multiple trips with the mixer that we have now. I cannot drive. I think the problem was after our last episode that we did where I was running into trouble with the traffic, I turned it off and I forgot to turn it back on, and I've been used to not running with traffic until I noticed, hey, there's no traffic anymore. So then I turned it back on. And of course that means, well, I gotta get used to traffic again. So I don't know if this mixer is gonna work with our I want to say wheel loader, our telehandler that we have. But even if it doesn't, we can just put a tractor on it. We got that blue tractor, that little guy that we can leave on it. I am going to keep, let's see here, animals. I'm going to keep the smaller one that I have, this guy, because we'll probably use that for silage purposes. Yes, this guy. So 4 times the capacity. Whew, it's big. I just hope it's going to be usable. We're going to be able to maneuver into there. But I guess it all depends on how well this turns. Ooh. It doesn't turn the greatest, so we may have to adjust how we're going to do this, but I think we can make it work. And some of it's just the fact of, you know, having to unhook and hook and keep mixing and moving to the different stations, you know, from bales to silage and then dump and then go back and do the same thing over. With this, we can mix up 4 times as much in one shot, and then we only have to unhook once for those 4 times. So I'll have to see. I think I might be able to hook that up to the telehandler. Really should take this route more often. That's actually a pretty straightforward shot. The nice part is it is showing me the mixing ratio like it's supposed to, which means the mod is working as intended. Can turn it on too, right? Just leave it on. Get some blades and some mixers in there. So my thinking was I could even just do it like right here. I can't get through there. Seeing if it had any gauges.
I recognize that star.
I don't.
That star.
So there we go. Alright, so I gotta remember my recipe now. So it was 1 straw bale, so now it's gonna be 4 straw bales. Which, we've actually used quite a bit of straw up here. But, we still got quite a bit of straw here, and we are gonna put some, we're gonna have some straw in. Oh, drop them down, drop them down. There we go. God, that thing's big. It's gonna be nice. There we go. I don't want to give up my straw. So then we need 2 more of these. Means we're gonna need 8 hay bales. Oh, I lost a bale. Nice part is this one being bigger, I can dump the bales in sideways like that, which is something I couldn't do with the other one. They all had to be, you know, lined up like this, or else they would just kind of float on top. I was worried that was going to happen. So, the animals are going good though. We're getting 44,000 a night just from milk. And we are going to be increasing that coming up here. We've got plenty of money to do it. Got rid of all those silage bales that were here. So this should all be hay here. Oh, no, no. Oh, I don't want that tipping because if it tips back the other way, it's going to knock over all those bales and it's going to go right across my pathway. Which is what I'm kind of worried about right now. That pile keeps rocking and then all of a sudden I'm going to have bales everywhere. Yeah, you can see they're leaning. That's not good. So I'm trying to think. So it should be like 3/4 full when I'm done here. Because it was half hay, a quarter straw, and a quarter silage was the mix that I was doing. Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm pushing. Don't push the bales. But I can actually tweak that now. If I want to do less hay now. Let's see, if I put in 4 and 4. So that would be what, 25% straw, 25% silage or hay, and 50% silage. And that would fit in the constraints if we wanted to. We may have to because by the looks of it, I mean our hay setup isn't perfect. So what I may end up doing here, see, I put 4 in. What I'll do is I'll put a 5th bale in. So now it'll be 4 straw, 5 hay, and the rest silage. So right now, there we go. I'm gonna have to switch to bucket right now because with the snow down, I'm not running the conveyors at all. I just found it easier to just use buckets just to get through the winter, and then we'll be able to utilize the conveyors again when the winter goes away. In the future, if we change where we're putting our silage, that may change. You can see how slippery it is. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I was thinking just for ease's sake I was going to leave that there, but it doesn't really make sense for us to leave it there. Yeah, you can see it's just over half now. So 44% straw, 55% hay, and then we're going to put the rest into silage. Ooh. Oh, the snow's what's getting me. This thing's heavy. We may have to have a bigger tractor on here. We'll have to see. So normally I just put it right about here. Should be good. Then we just start scooping it in. So normally it would be what, four scoops. So it's going to be more. So it's going to be maybe like 7 scoops now. We'll have to see if it comes into the green. It should. I did the math in my head, which means it might be wrong. Better not be. I've been doing a lot of math in my head lately because I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program again, which, if you haven't noticed, has been on the channel again lately and will continue to be on the channel again because, well, I've really been itching to play it a lot, and I've been playing it a lot. So this is stuff that you guys haven't seen me do in probably a long time. You haven't seen me play in the snow either. Alright, so our amounts here are going to change. So it went over 20%, which is good. So we're good on silage now. We just got to get the straw amount to drop down far enough, and I think the next bucket full should do that. Yep, just went below 30%. So in reality, straw's just got to be below 30, which it was anyways. And hay's got to be above 20%. And then we need at least, and we can do like 50% silage. Oh man, this thing takes a lot. Oh, that's right. I gotta get the straw below 25%, right? We only got 39,000 left in this bunker. We're gonna end up running this bunker out pretty quick, and we can open up this guy, and this guy should take us through the summer. It is possible that it will, or it won't last the summer. Still got more room in there, huh? I guess it was what, 56%. Half is 32, which I can do in about 7 bucketfuls. So it's like 6 or 7 bucketfuls. And yeah, if this bunker doesn't last us through the summer, we've got the other bunker at the biogas plant that we can utilize. I'm actually hoping to empty this one out this summer. There, now it's full. So we're at 25% straw, 43% hay. Yeah, so we could do half and half of hay and silage if we wanted to. Seeing as how the silage is a little easier to work with, in my mind. All right, so let's dump this guy. Into the barn. Ooh. Okay, so we are gonna have to do this very carefully. It's really hard to steer with this thing in the snow. It kind of drags. But I don't mind doing it this way. So yeah, we've got 64,000 units now of total mixed ration compared to 16 in one shot. And once we get the conveyors running, it'll be a lot easier to do. We'll just park underneath there and go do some other things. Boy, it just fits in there, doesn't it? Oh, it's unloading on that side. Oh, the other change that you probably see, there's no, what is it, Lely Juno? There's no little guys running here. That's because we have installed another mod called Table Manners, Animal Table Manners, so they don't spill anymore. Just because the fixing portion wasn't working, I had to buy a new one each time when I ran out of time, and they don't get in the way now. Just kind of assume that it's part of the process and part of the cleanup. Wow, you can pour a lot of stuff in here. Look at that, it's still going. This is the way to go. I have not used this unit before, and when you got enough cows in here, this is the way to go. When you figure you gotta put almost 40,000 units into there, so even just straight silage, that little guy is not gonna work so well. So we may end up selling it. Oh, it actually all didn't go in. So yeah, we're gonna have to find a place for this guy to sit now in one of these sheds. I may just put it temporarily in the way of the straw. It's big, but it should work pretty nice. So I have to wait for the snow to kind of disappear here. Fortunately, there's more snow coming. Spring is coming, and there's not much I can do about it until I get to that point. On the plus side, though, we've got a lot of cash, and we're going to hit probably $1 million here as we go into the planting season. We do have to upgrade our corn planter, I believe, because I don't think I want to run the planter that I have. And we'll just have to see what we've all got going on here. And hopefully it doesn't snow too much that I have to break out the snowblower for temporary reasons. Oh. Actually, while we're hanging out here, before I let you go, let's see if that hooks up to that. If I can pull it around with this, that'll be perfect. Because this guy can get around really easy. I can back things up really easy just with that all-wheel steering. In fact, it'll probably catch a lot. So, moment of truth. Nope, we're going to need the tractor on it. Alright, no big deal. We got that blue one that we can probably use on it. So, I can manage. But, I'm going to let the snow melt out, and I'll bring you guys back when we can actually haul some manure out and spread it on the fields and hopefully start digging so that we can get ready for the springtime here. So I'll be right back. Is that a spider cow? I feel like that's not supposed to be like that. Boy, is it nice seeing no snow, green grass. The trees haven't, I guess, perked up completely yet. But it is a sight for sore eyes, although I guess you guys didn't really see much of it. I kind of shortened up the winter as much as possible. I was doing a lot of work during the winter time, but it was a lot of repetitive work. Unfortunately, the soil temperature is still below freezing, so I can't start working it yet. I'm hoping tomorrow it'll warm up enough that I can at least start spreading on it. Don't mind that sign. That sign is from way up the road, and I kind of got it stuck on a loader tractor, and yeah. By the way, if you look at our money, we're almost at $1.2 million. We've got a lot of farm bucks to spend. And, well, that's what we're going to do right now. I know it'll be sad for you guys to see this go, but it's sad for me to see it go. Our first tractor that we had, I want to sell it off. It's been good knowing ya. We're going to sell the corn planter too. For $15,000 apparently. We're going to sell the tractor for $94,000. And we're going to sell the loader for almost $3,000. Oh look, we only almost have 1.3 million bucks. So, let's go into what we need to buy here. So first of all, sewing machines. We had this guy here, 4.5 meter width for planting corn. We can go up to this guy, which would be 6 meters, or we'd have to go up to this one, which is 9. I don't think we want to go up to this one. I think we can make do with the 6. And this guy does both seed and fertilizer, which is good. So we're going to buy this planter. The other thing I want to look at here, animals-wise, there is a requirement, I think, on this guy, right? Needs 240 horse. Okay, we'll have to remember that. So if we go to tractors, I was hoping maybe you could figure it out based on what your make and model is. Well, why did it kick to the beginning? So Puma, we have one of those already. This is a 225 horse tractor. I wouldn't be opposed to having another one. It's a nice tractor. Trying to think here. What? This guy has a loader set up already on it. Boy, he's got 41, almost 42 hours on him. That's a well-used tractor. Well, in that case, I think, let's look back here. So the Puma is that one. The next one is the Optum. Oh, we don't have one of those. And then we go up to a Magnum. So what we could do is we could start using the Optum for work in fields and stuff like that with 288 horse. And then we'll bring the Puma that we have back to work with the animals. I think that's what we're gonna do. That way with this one, we don't need to. Let's see, we can go up to a 300. Yeah, we're gonna put the upgrade on it. We can do wheel weight, wide tires, narrow twin wheels, rear twin wheels, standard. I think we're gonna keep it standard, just because we have such small area that we have to get through. So let's buy that guy. That brings us down below $1 million. Unfortunately, I just thought of this now. I'm gonna have to come back here to get the front end loader because I sold the one I had and I wanted to get. So this one's designed for the Puma, which is what we have. So I want to have a loader on it. Perfect. What else do we need? We've got the tractor, we've got the planter, and we've got the front end loader, which we can't pick up yet. Oh, we need, let's see here. Is it under miscellaneous? We are going to need that tanker at some point. No, it's not. Oh, it's probably under tippers. Bet you that's where it is. There it is. I want to get another one of these. So I think the one we have already is green. So we're going to do a blue one. Do wide tires. We're going to go design, that's fine, and then we want it to be an auger wagon. And what this guy's going to be for, here we go. Ooh, Optum. Yep, a little bit bigger tractor. Well, that looks funny with the yellow tarp, doesn't it? I feel like we might want to fix that guy up. But we're going to have one of these trailers for fertilizer and one of them for seed. Which is why I wanted to have a different color, but it looks horrible with that color on it. So we can change that in a hurry here. Oop. Spin around here. Let's customize it. So we can go. What would look good? Blue with a red top. That doesn't look too bad. It matches the auger. Oh wait, this is gonna have to stay here because I need to put fertilizer or seed or whatever it is in it. So we can keep the loader there, and we'll have to bring. So if I want to do it with the tractor, I just thinking about this. If I want to do it with the tractor, I'm gonna have to go get the tractor. I'm gonna have to go and come back here, put the front loader on, then go back, get the pallet fork, and then come back here. That seems like a lot of running around. Oop, I cannot drive. Sorry, buddy. I just scratched up your truck. Huh. So we've used this planter before. It's an 8-row instead of a 6-row. Yeah. pretty easy to work with. The nice part is, like I said, it uses fertilizer and seeds, which is ideal. So that means we're gonna have to think about this when we're coming up here. We need to know which fields we're putting corn on, because those we only need to fertilize the one time, like we've been doing, because the planter itself will fertilize it the third and last time. And then the fields that we're using the regular spreader on, not spreader, the other planter on, sorry. Like we're putting soybeans or things like that in, we're gonna spread liquid fertilizer or liquid manure on it. And I'll show you guys why. If I grab this guy and go over here, our hay piles are definitely dwindling. And those apparently are going that way. I don't know why they want to tip. I guess it's just the physics engine that's doing it. I am running off of this bunker now. In fact, we are down below 300,000 already. Yeah, we're at 53%, 427,000 units. That's a lot of liquid manure, so we need to spread that out. We need to put it on all the hay fields. If you look at my map here, this is back at 0 because I actually sold a bunch. If we go back to our map here, so the hay fields and the fields that we've already spread on here, these are all fertilized twice, so we just need a third time. So we need to do all the hay fields, and let's see, what else do we have? There's a hay field there. This is a hay field. So this is a corn field. This is going to be corn. How should we do it? I kind of like doing this one corn, but I don't have to. Should we do this one and this field corn? Or maybe we should do, let's do all three of those corn. So then this guy here and these two will be separate. I think I'm going to put wheat on this one. And then these two we can put whatever on. So 37, 40, and 41. Obviously these two we still have to spread manure on. 16 is the most important one to get manure on before we dig it up. So we're gonna have to do that pretty soon here, but like I said, unfortunately I can't do that until it warms up. So I think that's where I'm going to call it an episode, though. We've been cruising along here for quite a long while. I got the chance, if you didn't see here, I did dig up or grind up all the stumps out here. I still need to do it back at the home farm, and then we need to pick up all the sawdust here before everything changes. So I'm going to probably start doing that now because I can't spread yet. So I'm going to pick this stuff up. But I'm going to do that off camera because you guys don't need to see me pick up wood chips. Puma. Nice. So with that, guys, thank you all for watching. Next episode, we are going to be getting into the planting. I look forward to getting all that done, and then we're going to have to figure out what fields we're going to buy up, because we're going to buy up some more fields, and we're also going to buy up a bunch of cows. So thank you all for watching, and as always, guys, take it easy.